Hey, I'm Missy, and this is hashtag IMO, which means in my opinion. Yeah, 100% my opinion, so if you don't like it, hey. First thing I'd like you to do is click the like button and, of course, subscribe to my channel because there's going to be so much more coming. Trust me, it's going to be really, really exciting. Okay, so just to start off with, first of all, IMO is I do a weekly recap on everything that's been going on social media in and around in Nigeria as well as around the world. And most importantly, it's my take on whatever it is that's happening. During the week, there will be other episodes, right, on this channel, whereby I'm talking to other people. We might be touching on the subjects with regards to current issues and the entertainment industry. But for today, on this episode of hashtag IMO, we're we're talking about current issues. And even though the docu-series, yes, you know what I'm talking about, even though the docu-series happened about 2 weeks ago, it's still an issue that people are talking about. And that, of course, is Surviving R. Kelly. I binge watched it one Sunday, not last week Sunday, but 2 weeks ago. And by the time I was done, I was very, very disturbed. It affected my whole week. And I'm saying it affected my whole week, but imagine the people that were actually in that series. What has actually happened to their lives? Now, one of the things that I do recall is a lot of people absolutely love R. Kelly. That's your business, okay? But then they love R. Kelly. They were defending R. Kelly. A lot of people were saying, and this was almost going viral on social media, where there's always a post where it's like, oh, you're a slave to the television, and that's why now, you're actually only trying to accept, or that's why you're jumping on the bandwagon to say that R. Kelly is an abuser, a sexual abuser, in fact, a pedophile. Here's the thing. These rumors have been flying around for years. I was such a huge fan of Aaliyah. I think I still am a fan of Aaliyah. And we all heard about the rumors where they were dating. We heard about the rumors where they got married. And then, okay, they broke up. They didn't break up. They apparently broke up. They got the marriage annulled, which was great. And apparently her parents immediately demanded, as soon as they found out, that the marriage be annulled. She was 15. He was 27. At the period of time that they started coming in close contact with each other, she was 12. So who's to actually know what's happened before that period of time? Now, on the series itself, there was a lady on the series who said that she did witness it because she walked in on the both of them, having sex. But here's the thing, I don't understand why anybody would think a whole bunch of people are getting together just because they want to malign R. Kelly. We've heard the stories. He was sexually abused as a child. And then his brother, Carrie, was sexually abused as a child as well. It's only just come to the public light decades later. They were 6 years old, or R. Kelly was 6 when it started. Carrie might have been younger, or he might have been older. Within that period of time, they were being sexually molested by their sister, allegedly. That's what they said, or that's what Carrie said on a radio show. And he, on the series, refused to actually mention that it was his sister. He said a very close family member. That's all he said. So, a close family member molested them. Carrie did not turn out to be a sexual deviant. R. Kelly did, or should we say Robert did. So therefore we are in this period of time. Now, a lot of people are saying, why didn't all these people come up before? Why are they talking about it now? There is a thing that started, and it's called the Me Too movement, and I believe what a lot of people don't understand, or the significance of the Me Too movement that started, is the people, women, majorly, some men as well, women as well as men, I shouldn't just sort of like trivialize the men, women as well as men have been given a voice to actually speak up. Because back in the day, and I will say back in the day, as an individual, you could turn around and tell your mother, you could tell your brother. Carrie experienced it, and he said he told his brother and said, this is what's happening to me. And he was like, nah, stop that. And that was his first point to say, let me go tell my brother. If my brother believes me, I'll go tell my mom, basically. His brother didn't believe him, so he never bothered to tell his mother, right? It happened to R. Kelly as well. So it happens. It becomes a sort of thing where it's almost like a system. It's in the system where things are happening and nobody's really saying anything. If you look at it now in this day and age, is it because of social media? Or is it the fact that it's been happening for quite a while? Why is it now that we're hearing so much about older men molesting young girls? Like young girls to, I mean, as little as young as 3 months old. It's disgusting. But why are we only hearing about it now? Because there are the avenues are available. So when that person or the people that have gone on social media to say, hey, you know what, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, you become a slave to TV, and that's the only reason why you guys are now jumping on the R. Kelly bandwagon. It's not. It's because now people have been given a platform to actually express themselves. People are actually listening to what other people are saying, and that's what's going on. But the thing is, let's call a spade. No matter how well this man sings, and he's got an amazing voice, and he has laid down some amazing tracks, we have to give him his fair dues, right? He's a pedophile. He's a sexual deviant. Like, my thing is, you take or you prey, first of all, on young girls who at that age, you don't know if you're coming or going. You're just thinking, there's an older guy, he likes me, and then it's R. Kelly, he's gonna make me a superstar. There's nothing your parents are gonna say to you that you're not gonna jump on that bandwagon. And I believe with all the insinuations on the series that he used to prey on maybe the less privileged who didn't have that much money. So if you're saying to their daughter, you know what, I'm gonna make you a star, and then he spoke to some parents as well to say, I'm going to do this for your child. They're looking at him and they're like, that's R. Kelly. He's definitely going to do what he said he's going to do, right? So that happens. And then you don't see your child. And then, for example, in the case of Dominique is this really pretty girl. So R. Kelly had been dating one particular girl and then told that girl, go find me another friend of yours, right? She goes and gets Dominique. Dominique is this really pretty girl. R. Kelly changes this girl to look like a boy, cuts her hair, makes sure she gets tattoos all up and down her arm. Basically, he psychologically, emotionally, and mentally abuses all these girls that they think so little of themselves that they feel they cannot even exist without him. Dominique was pretty much rescued by her mother, stayed with her mother for 3 days, went back to him, but thankfully saw the light of day and went back to her mother. Now, my thing is, for example, how many girls have tried to escape? How many girls have tried to walk away? What are the things that he's saying to them? When you even watch the Red Table Talk episode, it's mind-blowing. The way he actually messes with their minds. I mean, that's based on one experience, but the way he messes with their minds to just manipulate, to give them a sense of security, to say, you know what, I'm your only one hope. And the thing is, with depraved deviants, they mentally abuse you, they emotionally abuse you, and then some will be sexual deviants, some won't. Some will just keep, they'll get physical, some just keep it mental, some just keep it emotional, but there are different stages and different, how should I put it, different gravities of being abused, and nothing should ever be dismissed. Nothing should ever be dismissed. I think one of the things that I'm really happy about is the fact that there's a platform now, and people are listening, and people are being given the opportunity to express themselves and to turn around and to point and say, you did this to me, I will not take this from you anymore, I'm going to take that power away from you that you've held over me, you abused me at this period of time in my life, and you know what, I'm going to actually call you out. And I'm going to call you whatever name I want to call you, but I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to make you own it, and you have to come to terms with it, and in very many often situations apologize or do something. I don't know. Every single individual, I believe, goes through their own experience, but the great thing is, from that docuseries, so many other people are coming out. It's been said that R. Kelly's having panic attacks. Boo-hoo, that's your problem. Do you get what I'm saying? That is your freaking problem. A lot of people are turning around and saying, is his wife actually, was she ever abused? Did she experience all these things? Why does she have his last name still? Just because she was abused doesn't mean that she can't rise past it. Doesn't mean that she can never ever be happy again. So if you see her smiling, what are you expecting her to do? Walk around, eyes to the floor, moping, wearing bad clothes, smelling? I don't even understand. She went through an experience. She survived. Now she's moving forward, right? She was married to him. So she's Mrs. Kelly or ex-Mrs. Kelly. That was a chapter in her life. At one period of time, she was in love with the man. And I read a quote yesterday where it says, there's always, what was it? It was on Twitter. Something about, it's not the person you hate. It's the abuse that they're inflicting upon you. Because when you're being abused, you always think, I can change that person. I can be the savior. I can be the person that's going to change this person for the better. But the thing is, that person has their own mental issues. That person is dealing with their own battles. There's nothing you can do until that person is ready to say, hey, I have a problem. This is what I need to do. That's just the fact of the matter. I'm sorry. I know this is the first episode and it's so morose, but it is just what it is. We'll talk about fun stuff, right? But it's just, this is what's happening right now. Okay? Yeah, because maybe I should switch up but look, let me just finish what I was saying at the end of the day. You know what? He's a sexual deviant. To his ex-wife, it's like, carry on with your life. Raise your kids the best you can. At the end of the day, you're a strong woman. You've been through that. You've risen above it. People will say whatever it is that they want to say. Keep going. Keep pushing. Whatever it is that you do. And anybody out there, to be honest with you, it takes a lot when things have happened to an individual to turn around and say, this is not going to affect me. I'm not going to give this power. And I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to pay it forward, so to speak, whereby you're doing good things. You rise from the dark spell that you were in, and you say you're going to make your life better. You're going to do good things. You're going to progress. You're going to just excel in whatever field that you're in. That's the outlook you should have, okay? It's hard to actually get there, but at the end of the day, just try and remain positive, because I know for a fact, a lot of women, a lot of girls have been sexually abused, have been sexually molested. They might have spoken to somebody and that person does not believe them or did not believe them. If it's still affecting you, I think try and reach out to somebody you think you can trust. That's what I think you should do. But in the meantime, everybody out there, I think we should all just be careful. We should just be very careful, be very avidly aware. If, I have 2 boys, basically if you have kids, be aware of everything that's going on. Be extra vigilant. Be a tiger mom. Be an eagle-eyed lion, whatever. And dads as well. Watch out for what your kids are doing. This is not just up to the mother or, everybody in the family. It takes a village, as they say. So everybody, let's just get on board and do what needs to be done. And for R. Kelly, I hope you get prosecuted, because the great thing about this is, from the docuseries, all over the country, criminal investigations and criminal charges are being brought up against R. Kelly. Finally, he's going to get the justice. Yeah, he's going to get the justice he deserves. Well, you're going to get the justice you deserve. You do bad, bad will happen to you. And the women that have been affected, that are still being held captive, will one day be free. And for the parents, for example, in the series, a lot of them were criticized. Master P was like, yeah, if that was my child in there, I'd be on CNN from the police station or something. You're Master P. You have that ability. Now, these guys, for example, the mother and the father, you don't know what kind of anguish they're going. You can only talk from your perspective, which is obviously the perspective Master P was talking from, to say, if it was him, this is what would have happened. Those parents were trying desperately to get in touch with their child. They couldn't get in touch with their building. They probably didn't have any access to anybody in order to, get their child out of there. R. Kelly's a very wealthy, powerful man. With money comes power, and again, we have to think about all the people that were surrounding R. Kelly, all the people that were enabling everything that happened to those girls, basically. So if you can just imagine, one man is this super being to a certain extent, and there are all these people surrounding him and that are allowing him to do the things that he's doing. Because when he's not, see, he has two, what do we call them? Are they brothels? They're not brothels. He has two harems, right? And there's one in Chicago and there's one in Atlanta. When he's not in Atlanta and he's in Chicago, there are people there. There are people feeding those girls. There are people allowing them to go to the bathroom. Are you listening to me? Allowing them to go to the bathroom. So there are people in one spot when he's not there, and there are people in another spot when he's not there. So there's a team of people that are supporting exactly what it is that he's doing. Why? Because he's giving you a paycheck? Hell's waiting. The devil's going to sit there and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Come over here. Have a seat next to me. That sort of thing. Because I had a conversation, let me tell you this. I had a conversation with an old friend. It was the week after I'd watched the R. Kelly episode, whose birthday actually is on the same day as R. Kelly. And I said to him, I was like, oh wow, so happy birthday. Did you see the R. Kelly docuseries? He was like, no, I didn't watch it. You know, basically it doesn't matter. R. Kelly's still a legend. Oh please, these allegations have been brought around for years and years and years. They're just all lies. People are just trying to take him down, that sort of thing. And I was like, wow. And at one period of time I was going to start arguing, but then I was like, no. Because the funny thing is, for years I had said to this particular person, R. Kelly is sick and I do not like him. And he loves R. Kelly. That's his prerogative. But at the end of the day, I wonder what people would say if you sort of like brought it home and been like, R. Kelly, superstar. Yeah, I have kids. Oh wait, I have a daughter. Do you ever think about that? People should think about what we need to do as individuals is take ourselves out of that whole, oh, it's happening over there, and bring it home and think about how you would feel if it were actually happening to you. I think that's what we should do. But yeah, it's a sad situation of things. I wish the worst of luck to R. Kelly. The worst. I hope he gets prosecuted. I hope all those girls come out, and their parents and their family come out to actually push against everything he's got coming against them, basically. I hope they never are in a situation with what happened to Sparkle's niece, whereby she got up, sat in the witness box, testified to say, pointed at R. Kelly and said that he was the one that was in the video, said that it was her niece in the video, but because her niece's parents never came forward, her own brother never came forward, and apparently what it seems like is that R. Kelly paid off the family because they turned around and said, oh no, that's not their child in the video. So, and then her brother, like Sparkle's brother, was featured on other songs. So obviously he continued to work with R. Kelly, and it's just a sad situation of things, to be honest with you. So, I mean, let's just hope we never have to come to any of that situations. Let's just pray. But in the meantime, I'm sorry, again, it was really quite morose. But yes, hashtag, in my opinion, hashtag IMO. Every week I'll be posting up. In fact, with the kind of schedule I have, every single day I'll be posting up, and it's going to be a different subject. So it's going to be lots and lots and lots of fun. So again, okay, I know I said it already. So click the like button and subscribe. Okay, so and then, oh, by the way, hit the bell button as well so that you can get a notification. It'll be ding dong every time I post up. Okay. So I shall see you guys in a little bit. Thank you very much for keeping it locked right here. It's I am Missy, and of course this is Missy in the City. That's my channel. And this is hashtag IMO. I'll see you soon. Bye.